Hello and welcome to this month's ritual recording. If you are watching this recording and did not see the note on Patreon, make sure to grab a leaf or a flower from your garden. If you're watching this and you are not near any plants or any trees, you can also use a house plant or any dried plants as well. But we are going to be using our connections to nature today. So if you are ready, you have your art materials, journal, your herbs and other good things, maybe a tarot deck or two, go ahead and grab those now. Feel free to pause this video to get what you need and need what you get. So I'm going to light some goodness. And already starting to drop in. Thank you for joining me in this dark moon in Virgo. Let's go ahead and dive in with our goodies. So this is our new moon in Virgo ritual. Today, as of recording, is the 14th, and our theme this month, the month of September, has been bend. So we are bending with the spiral of nature. The invitation today in this ritual is to honor this dark moon in Virgo, to reconnect to our sacred spiral of nature with the archetype and energy of Virgo as our guide, while also planting seeds of intention and letting go of what no longer serves, bending deeper without breaking, to bend without break. If you were on Patreon, which if you were not, if you came across this, link in the notes. And of course, everything on Patreon is available, so you can explore those prompts. But that was a really big theme this month, and continues to be something I'm working on, is bending without breaking. So if you are not familiar with art as ritual, here is, or it's been a while, here are some tips for if you feel stuck during tonight's ritual. Bend with it, of course. But in art as ritual, we like to treat blocks as not necessarily something to work against, but work through, right? So creativity is all about problem solving, and creative problem solving is what this is about, but to do it with ease, right? So if you feel stuck, these are some options. Feel free to use these in your creative practice, however you choose. Sitting and acknowledging it until you find the source and release it. Move past discomfort, choose another medium, rotate the image, make another move on the paper. You might be surprised. So just, flip it around and just add marks. See if that helps wake up the brain, right? Start another piece and move back and forth between the two to keep your vision fresh, and draw something from around you, maybe your flower and or leaf. This is one that I grew from seed, and it's just kind of starting to get to that old paper like place. Its petals are no longer soft. And yeah, it felt really appropriate. So themes of Virgo are the Hermit, critical eye and analysis, to be of service, and of course, service before self sometimes. Of course, these are just energies around Virgo, including Earth as an element because it is an Earth sign. It is also a mutable sign. And we can kind of connect a Virgo to the sixth house. So if that makes sense, if you're new to astrology or that concept, this can just kind of give you some energy to already start tapping into. So because this is a dark moon circle and ritual in that realm, I'm going to give us some intentions to journal with and some things I want you to do. It doesn't have to be a big paper or a fancy paper, but this is basically paper that you can keep on your altar. Let it stay on your altar until autumn solstice, which is on the 22nd. It's also when I believe Libra enters Sun enters Libra. So that can be something that we just kind of meditate on and sit with and journey with for the rest of this month or until that time. And just kind of use as you choose. But this should just be a paper that you can have around, and then on the day of the solstice, you can burn, bury, or if you send down the river, make sure it is good, non-toxic, something healthy for the earth. But burning is always good if you have that availability. But things to call in, 5 things you are letting go of, at least 3 things you are thankful for, but go for more. And 1 word to encapsulate it all. That might be hope, grace, bend is a good one. Small, growing, love, anything at all. So with that said, I'm going to put on some music to just kind of relax, and I'll check back in with you when we're ready to move on. All right, friends. Feel free to pause if you need more time. Do what you need to do. I want to invite you to take a moment to place your paper and your plant material in front of you as a guide for tonight. Whether that is a flower, a leaf, or a pod of seeds, a tomato from your garden, whatever that feels like to you. To just take that tool, that piece of earth art, and place it with your intention, that list of sacred things, and just kind of keep it as a mini altar in front of you tonight. I want to share these words from Marna Scooter called Lunar Fragments. Get comfy. Just check in with the body if you haven't yet. Maybe you already have moved your head. But with your little piece of nature, your words, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Off we fly, souls regenerated, onward to the next great arc of sky, the next beautiful unfurling. Our eyes flecked with nova and star stuff. We are made for this journey. And just kind of laying or landing where you are amongst kitty cat meows and other sounds. Honoring your intentions that you have written, your little piece of plant, and honoring the process of being here, bending and connecting with our natural spiral connection to nature and all of its magic, all of its wonder, and all of its grace, and all of its beauty, just tapping back into that and giving yourself gratitude. You are here because it's what you needed, a nourishment, the sunlight, the rain, to allow your roots and branches to just intensify. As we enter this time of year and work with mutable energy, we begin to spiral from summer to fall. The air becomes cooler, leaves change. And already those days are short. It feels like it. It's so funny how that happens so quickly. And as we see this shift, it is an opportunity to join in this transition. I personally feel I've been disjointed. And so if you are feeling that as well, you are not alone. To bend with the earth's natural flow and rhythm. To just connect, to just be. And so tonight or today, whenever you are watching this ritual recording, allowing art to help you channel that connection. It's not just the little flowers and seeds, it's our connection to those things and how little we are with them, right? And how we can flow with them. This work is also spiralic. Talk about the spiral of nature. The moon can be a good teacher. And on this night, the moon is new, inviting us to start over with them, to open ourselves to the fresh magic of Earth through Virgo. That nurturing energy, that transformative energy. Again, make sure to place that intention list in front of you, along with your flower or leaf you're choosing. Maybe you pull out your card. I felt that call just happened. So here we go. Join me if you wish. But your intentions and your piece of earth, those should be anchors for you tonight in this ritual, in this art workshop. Of course, there is no right or wrong to creating art and ritual. But these are great tools that you have mined for yourself, right? So through this ritual, through this time that you are setting aside for yourself and for your intentions, for your full experience, to use the flower, the intentions, the leaf, the bark, the pod of seeds, the fruit, and ask with these tools, these magical things, how can I bend with the spiral of nature? How can I flow with it? How can I bend and flow with my intentions? So keep those in mind. How can we flow deeper? And of course, every art ritual is an opportunity to find flow, to find that connection, to like getting on your mat, your yoga mat, and feeling how far your body can push and shape while honoring and flowing with it. It's all flow, it's all that spiralic nature of magic. And so no matter where you are in your journey with your practice, land here and be here, starting fresh. So now we can pull out our art materials. Go ahead and pull out that sketchbook, canvas, whatever you like. And I want to invite you to draw a spiral on your paper. This can be anywhere. It could be in the corner, in the center, it could be big, it can be small. It can be just an etching of your fingernail. I want to invite you to also write your word down somewhere. That word that you found that encapsulated your intentions, right? So take a moment. Let this little spiral that you place on your paper be your seed. I'm gonna do this. Oh no. Easy. Oh, excuse me. But the visualization to ground ourselves tonight is the spiral. And a rainbow spiral tonight is on the screen because when I think about the natural spiral of nature, that circle or spiral, however you want to connect with it, it's always changing, growing. Whew. Just as the spiral in front of you changes color, so does nature, right? So things might still be green, but soon they will be changing. And that is a beautiful, magical thing. So take a moment. Again, let's land where we are. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One hand over heart, the other hand over art materials. So whichever hand works for you, soften your gaze and focus on the image. If it supports you, or simply close your eyes to begin dropping in. You may adjust yourself and just notice where you are as far as tension or awareness. And just allow it to be where it is. Your eyes are closed. Again, keeping one hand on your art materials, one hand on your heart for that sacred bridge. I want you to say the word you wrote on your paper. When you are ready, allowing the body to fully relax. And just jumping in, imagining a rainbow spiral in front of you. Imagining this rainbow spiral just getting closer and closer to you. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inside of this rainbow spiral, imagine your word in the center of it all, inviting you to enter, inviting you to journey and bend with this spiral, with your intention, finding your flow, your connection that is always obstacle. Take a moment to just breathe in real deep. Hold it at the top and let it out through your mouth very slow. Keep the image of the spiral in your mind's eye. With that word glowing beautifully in the center. The spiral invites us to flow with the energy of Virgo tonight. To notice the little things. To pay attention to the sacred. To our connection to those sacred things. Imagining ourselves as more connected than we know. Allowing that spiral to engulf, surround you in this space. Deep breath in through the nose. And let it out with a sigh. Giving gratitude for the sacred spiral that we are a part of, this earth, this energy, this archetype. Breath in, and out through the mouth. Giving some gratitude here, allowing that spiral to slowly but surely zooming away, just ever so gently, pulling from around to in front of you. Like an old friend sitting in front of you. This connection to the spiral stays with us. We are never fully separate, but simply engaging in different spaces. When you feel ready, allow yourself to come back. Bat the eyes open. Feel free to journal first or get right into your art experience. But take your time. Remember these reminders while working. If you're watching this recording with your own jams, feel free to put those on and just mute while you have your own music going. We'll check back in soon. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and dive in. All right, this is going to be our last song before we do our check-in.
You're still awake? Me too. You scared? Me too. All right, my friends. Zoom out, stretch, move. Um, as you can tell from how I work, I get really tight in the cut. So listen to your body, listen to your heart. Keep going if you wish. If you are ready to close out, let's just kind of do a little check-in. Okay? We'll check in with us. Our little papers, our flowers, our magic, our tools. I never even pulled a card, my goodness. That's so funny. I just shuffled out of natural instinct. But let's do some closeout. Keep these items, these little sacred artifacts on your altar, first and foremost, even if it's just for today, tomorrow, next week. Um, and I do recommend highly to release these items together via fire, burial, or send them down a river. Um, if you had access to that, oh my God, how cool. And give a little gratitude as we do so, and turn it into your own ritual, right? So this is just another space for you to explore your human magic. And that's it. That's all it is. I hope you had fun drawing with the idea of bending with the spiral of nature, of your intentions, and just finding that flow a little bit today. It's sometimes really hard in this world to do the things that make us feel sacred and holy and magical and good. That is so important. So thank you for joining me in this. Um, as always, please connect with me. Let me know how you found this, if this was supportive for you, if you feel like you're feeling blocked or need more guidance, or just if it didn't work for you, that's fine too. Follow your heart and follow what's true. It's just it is what it is. So whatever that might be, I'd love to know. And of course, connect with me more. Hope to see you soon if you're a patron at the next circle. And of course, if you're not a patron, you can still come to the next circle. These are here for you. If you want to support me, great. No worries either way. No judgment, just here to share magic. Anyway, I love you. Bye.